Yeah, we're live too.
All right.
Okay. Did you figure it all out?
Yeah, I don't know if I can see the comments on this, so I'm just gonna go.
It's
I'm gonna,
I
yeah.
think it's gonna happen. I think you're gonna be able to see the comments.
Well, I
Um,
have an
what
iPhone SE with like the old one, so it's very
oh,
small, and all the new fancy technology doesn't fit on
oh, sure. I have no idea then. Sorry, man.
it.
Well, we're live. Hey, we're gonna wait for people to trickle in. And I'm gonna do some announcements because this is gonna like live on, you know? So maybe
Yes,
someone
here's my head the same size as yours.
let's be like newscasters.
I'll go up here. I'll throw it over to you,
I've made
Brianna.
I made a Max Headroom joke like a couple of times on Zoom. You remember Max Headroom?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like the character dude, and like it just did not land. I feel like there was like a very small sliver, generational sliver of Max Headroom.
The age is starting to pop up in cultural references.
Yeah. I thought it was brilliant. I was funny, but okay. People are trickling in. Uh,
Maybe
a
you can
couple people
relay
say
any
hi.
comments or
Coinality. I don't have my glasses on.
oh.
And Russ to say hi, John, in case you can't see the comments.
Russ? Oh yeah, Russ in Bellingham. Awesome.
So okay, people are trickling in. I'm going to start with announcements. You have tuned into the Warming House live stream every day at 4 o'clock Central in May. We're here with John Elliott today. We're pretending to be newscasters with our faces squarely in the frame. Yes, and John is looking very interested in what I am saying. The Warming House, in case you don't know, is a live music venue in South Minneapolis, Minnesota. We seat about 40 people, and we're a nonprofit organization. We do 250 shows a year and 100 community events a year at least, except for we had to close our doors in mid-March, just like everyone else. And we're in the basement of a bike shop, and the bike shop is hopping. The venue has no chairs in it now. All it has is bikes in it. Yeah, so we're streaming every day in May, bringing you new music at 4 o'clock Central in honor of our 4th birthday. It's been 4 years, man. I know, it's crazy. Sometimes it feels like it's been, 10 minutes, and sometimes it feels like 40 years, and here we are at 4 years since we've
That's awesome.
Yeah. You visited us kind of early on, or you visited us before you played here, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I was aware that you were doing it right when you guys started doing it because I'm plugged into what you're up to. I thought it was really exciting because you are an artist who I love when artists get involved in venues 'cause it's like, oh, cool. All right, so they will totally know what the needs of the artists are, you know?
We actually like have a green room and stuff.
Right, yeah, and like a tea, like a little place to all like you don't need anything. You need like
Yeah.
a little hot water, you
Uh-huh.
know?
Yeah.
Like that's it.
We have my favorite little detail that I thought of was we have a clock in the back of the room, so you can tell how long we played.
Yes,
Like one of
yes.
those big old school clocks, with
Yep,
you can see from very far away. Love
totally.
that. Um, Dennis says hi in the comments. Dennis Rump.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
He's in the Netherlands.
holy cow! That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
So we're folks at home. We're starting off with a little tiny interview, and then John is going to play a bunch of songs. I just love John's songs. We were trying to figure out where we met. I thought it was at Folk Alliance or maybe Kerrville. Do you do Kerrville? I
Yeah,
forget.
I love Kerrville. I'm
I
booked this
wasn't sure if you
year.
were there. What?
I'm booked to play Kerrville this year, but they moved
That's
it
right.
to October. And like, I mean, we're just in a hopeful mood of like, hopefully it'll happen in a truncated version, but it seems like it's up in the air to me. I mean, even October, who knows at this point, you know?
Yeah, we just canceled or postponed. It's a funny thing because it's like we postponed it to next October. The Folk Alliance Region Midwest and
Oh,
have
wow.
that, and that's usually in October, and we postponed it or canceled,
Yeah,
whatever.
see, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard to say. It's weird. I mean, John and I were talking before we went live. It's like we're really glad we can do these live streams, and it's super cool, and we're learning, and it's all a giant learning curve, but it's weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, I it's a different medium. That's the main thing. It's like a TV show instead of a live concert, and it's like zeros and ones are beaming back and forth instead of sound waves hitting your eardrum, which is actually an analog experience, you know? But I have to say, like, I really do appreciate the ways in which it's making me be like, this is a tool to use too, now that we have it. Like the fact that
Mhm.
Dennis, I mean, I don't know who's like sitting here with us right now, but it's like there's at least a person in Northwest Washington and a person in the Netherlands. That's crazy, you know?
There's gotta be a few, like, Minnesotans on here too.
Yeah.
Like, awesome everywhere in between, right?
Mhm.
It's such a cool way to, like, bring so many people together. The first few live streams we did, there were more people online that could fit in our venue, so that
Right.
was cool,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Exactly. But at the same time, I mean, there is no replacement for the energy of people in a room together. So
Yeah,
that's not, I don't, I, people that are saying this is going to completely change everything forever. It's like, it's going to change things, but people in a room together, we are the most social species on the planet, you know, like
uh-huh.
we're not going to give up that.
My brother-in-law, is tuning in from France.
Oh, cool.
Bonjour? Is that That's awesome. Speaking of
Bonjour.
other
Salut.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's just gonna add this whole format is adding to the experience, and we're only gonna see the technology get better. I mean, right now the sound is like meh, and the video quality, whatever.
Oh,
We're all
yeah.
trying our best and just all experimenting. It's kind of exciting, and at the warming house, we're thinking like, what are we doing right now that will continue as well as our like sitting in a room full of strangers like
Right.
feeling the music, all frequencies of the music.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And it's like, and there's also like, there's real, you know, like in my building, they won't let us have fiber internet because it's an old building. He doesn't want them to drill into the building. I am actually in my landlord's apartment because he's at his other house and he's letting me use his apartment because my downstairs neighbor was complaining about my live streams. So, so I'm on his, you know, it's like, it's just a whole, we're just adapting, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
So tell us about so you have like the best logo ever happening right now with the bike tour thing. I got a sticker
Yeah,
in the
but
mail.
it's gonna be, I mean, all that's gonna happen in 2021 now. So
I know, it's
the
like
whole logo.
what are you gonna do? Ride a unicycle? Like, okay, so his logo is 2020 with like the bicycle wheels are the two zeros, right?
Yeah.
And you were gonna go on a bike tour, so you're just putting it off to 2021.
Yeah. I mean, it's all very unknown and fluid, but the idea was to, in like, well, if I was doing it as planned, in 2 weeks, I would be leaving from St. Louis to bike the Lewis and Clark Trail from St.
Mhm,
Louis to the West Coast. But the
mhm.
Adventure Cycling Association, which is it's their one of their networks, they have an advice for people not to do long distance travel right now. There's also like horrific historical reverberations of me being a white man on the Lewis and Clark Trail, possibly spreading asymptomatic disease. It's just horrible.
I'm
And
sorry, I'm laughing, but it's
no, I
like
mean it's fun. It's just
so I'm laughing out of discomfort, I think,
yeah, I know.
because
This
yeah,
was just an unforeseen. I did not foresee this. So
yeah.
what I've been thinking that I'm going to do is uh, stay local this year. The idea with the tour was to reach out to people that are outside of my bubble and people that think a little differently than I do maybe. And so there are plenty of those people in California that are closer where I don't have to get on a plane or I don't have to get on a train. We were texting about the bicycle thing. Like I got the Burley trailer with the one wheel, you know.
Nice.
Um, So I think I can go for short trips around here, and then just like the streaming thing, then I would stream shows from my campsite, you know, or from
Mhm.
wherever I am, and be like, here I am in, I don't know. This is all trying to figure it out. But the idea of the Lewis and Clark Freedom Tour is postponed to 2021. It just has to be. There's just too many things. Like if I like Montana right now has a 14-day quarantine for people coming to the state. So I bike into Montana, and then what do I do for 14 days,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
better that you put it for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, I was gonna ask you some silly questions too, and not just remain like, "So, what you doing?" But
Ask yourself something silly. We always have such great conversations.
I know we do. Okay, so John's from Minnesota. He actually went to high school with my cousin randomly. But we only figured out. Oh, we were trying to figure out where we met. And we think you thought maybe 318 out in Excelsior. I think maybe 331 in Northeast Minneapolis.
That's what I meant. Yes, that's it. You
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
residency there, right?
Yep. For 10 years, every January,
Yep.
every Tuesday in January for 10 years. That was
That's it.
crazy.
That is where we met.
Yep, I totally remember now. Yeah.
And then you know what? We probably met at that January, and then we went to Focal Lines and hung out there.
And like seal the deal, like we're friends now.
Seal the
Like
deal. Yeah.
seal the deal. Oh my gosh, does that imply something?
No, we didn't. Yeah.
We didn't
Friendship
seal that
deals.
deal. No. Sorry. I'm a little tired. You can't see my red face because I have stage lights on me though. So then now you're in California. How long have you been out there?
Well, I've been out here since, well, with little stints since 2001, since March of 2001,
Mhm.
minus like that winter that I met you. I was living back in Minneapolis for a couple
You're like
months.
a Californian now.
I mean, I don't like to belong to groups because then people start to form identity biases, but I
I feel
identify.
like I know you well enough to that I knew by asking that question that you'd like,
Right.
go, yeah.
I've got the flag here, though. That's what that flag is.
Yeah, I like how you tried to find
Yeah,
it.
I know. It's right
Which
there.
side in my yeah. That's awesome. Let's get to sillier questions. Okay, what's your favorite color?
Ooh, I think purple.
Ooh, what shade?
Ooh, like a deep, dark purple that almost looks black.
Ooh, hey, that's like the color of the walls in this venue.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so if you could have breakfast with any musician, who would you have breakfast with and why?
Oh, it's not fair. I mean, it's all the answer is Bruce Springsteen.
Just like that.
I wonder what Bruce has for breakfast.
Does he like
Yeah, just gonna have a little oatmeal. Yeah.
oh, oatmeal?
I
I
feel like
bet
he
he
doesn't have breakfast. He has like a shake. He has some sort of a protein shake or something and doesn't eat till lunch, I bet.
sure, but also like can't you see him being like a secret smoker and having like a breakfast
No,
shake?
no, no, no. He's totally square. He's totally square.
That's why I said secret. Like having like a half a cigarette and a cup of coffee for breakfast, you know?
Oh man, all you got to do, the
Oh, but
battle of
only
the
on
Jersey.
Sunday. Only on
Listen,
Sunday.
all you got to do to prove that Bruce Springsteen doesn't smoke is watch Springsteen videos over the years, and then watch Bon Jovi, who is a smoker,
Oh, sure.
videos over the years. They constantly are lowering the key of Bon Jovi songs to the point that they're like, "Whoa, we're halfway there," you know.
Oh.
Bruce,
Nice.
same keys.
Greg just stepped in the moment. He's laughing. Okay, I have one last question for you. And then I'm gonna let you play music because I'm sure people didn't tune in to hear us just chat. Although this is fun. I mean, I feel
Although
like
I
we're bringing
think
our
that's
lives.
part of it, Brianna. Like part of this whole thing, it's like 'cause it is different. It's not just a concert. So
Sure,
I like
yeah.
it. I dig it.
Sometimes we're gonna. I didn't line it up today, and I'm sorry, but sometimes we're gonna have bartenders too. Like a lot of people are
Totally.
doing like the co- COVID cocktails or whatever, and doing a
Yeah.
different cocktail every day. So we're just gonna have someone mix the cocktail because it's happy hour over here. It's like 2 o'clock there or something.
I know this is a weird gig time. It's like 2.
Yeah, right smack dab either in the middle of your morning or I don't know. You're an early riser, maybe. I don't know.
No, I get up
Um,
really early now. I'm kind of like ready to
ooh,
put on my jammies and read at this point.
that's awesome. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this conversation was great. It was fantastic. I feel like I could talk to you for a while. Maybe we should start a podcast or something. Oh, right. Oh, you already have audios though. They're pretty rad.
Well, but part of the idea with the live streams that I'm doing is to try to figure out other segments, like talk to friends or musicians for 15 minutes,
There you
ask them
go.
questions. I love that. I have to figure out, I have to talk to you about how you're doing this because this is very technologically advanced.
All a big secret.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's all just StreamYard. We're just using StreamYard, and it's so easy.
People
It's
can
like
watch
20.
this on YouTube and Facebook Live simultaneously. And do you have
Yep,
to
and we
pay a
can have
fee?
yeah, it's like $20 a month, and we can have up to like 3 people on the screen. You can do share screen. Somebody was like playing, and then they shared their screen, and it was all like psychedelic twisty things
Cool.
while he was playing. Yeah, made for something different. It was cool.
I'm gonna keep it
Um,
more simple.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I like the simplicity. All right, so okay, I can't wait to hear songs. I want to be able to like request songs, but I don't know them by name, and I should have given you the request hours in advance so you can request them.
What do I got? I
But
got 40 minutes.
yeah, or so.
You can give me ones by like name, like meandering lyric suggestions,
Yeah, like
or just
the end of the year song down here at
and
the end of the year
yeah,
song
yeah.
is one of the favorites of yours for sure.
I'll
That's
play that
that's
one.
on a current playlist of mine. Sweet.
I'll put it on
Um,
the list.
yay. All right, so just real quick, y'all, whoever's watching, thank you so much for tuning in. You've tuned into the Warming House feed. This is John Elliott. He's out in California by way of Minnesota, by way of all the states that he has ever toured in because he's a hardcore guy. And the Warming House will be here every day at 4 with new music. Every day in May at 4. We're celebrating our 4th birthday. If you want to tip the artist, please do so. We're kind of filtering tips through the Warming House, sharing it that way so that the Warming House can live on also. So 80% goes right to John, 20% goes to us, and we will all get through this. Right, John? Please? Yes. Okay, we'll get through this. He says so.
We'll get through this. We'll definitely get through this.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It's actually an introvert's like domain, so we're cool.
I know. There's parts of it that, like, something that's been taken away from me is like the fear of missing out and the pressure of, oh, everyone's having fun doing something out and I'm just reading my book. It's interesting that that has been taken away, and I personally enjoy that, but I know
Mhm.
that for people that get their energy from being out and about, this is a really challenging time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope you're taking care of yourself. We have one more question in our little interview, and then we're gonna let John sing songs. Okay, John, we have a tradition here at the Warming House, as you know, because you've played here before. Maybe you remember that we ask everyone one question to introduce themselves on stage. So
Oh yeah.
I want to know and I've probably asked you this before, but I want to know what is the very first recording you ever bought? Probably a CD, maybe a tape. We're the same age.
Oh, I think you asked me this the last time. Yeah.
But I forgot.
Okay. Yeah. This is what it is. So the story is that I went to Target to buy George Michael's Faith tape.
I remember this.
Okay, but my
Yeah.
dad, I was very young. I was like 7 or whatever that, yeah, like 7 or 8. And my
Uh-huh.
dad looked at the titles, and on that tape, there's I Want Your Sex Part 1, I Want Your Sex Part 2, and I Want Your Sex Part 3.
Yep.
So my dad decided that that was not a good one. So instead, I got Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. As previously discussed, we brought it all back around.
All back in a circle. I remember that story because I have a similar one. I asked for George Michael's tape for Christmas, and my mom wouldn't get it for me because it had "I Want Your Sex" on it, and I was like, but I don't know what that means. I just like the song.
And also, like, this is some give it up for Dennis in the Netherlands and the way they treat sex in Europe and other places. Like, why is that something? It's the most natural, beautiful, connective thing, and it's like, ooh,
Oh,
bad, very bad.
you know why it was bad here is because I was Catholic, very very
Me
Catholic.
too, me too.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's ridiculous.
right? Aw. And now we're stuck with Bon Jovi.
Yeah, yeah, and then I got in trouble with that one too because there's this
Bon
part on
Jovi.
the last song is wild in the streets, making love in the backseat. And I was up at the cabin with my grandpa and grandma, and we had it on. I put it on the tape player on the boat. We were like fishing on the pontoon, and I put it out of my grandma. We like, just, yeah, exactly. She's like, that is not good. That's not right. Very bad.
Do you got any Bon Jovi covers in you?
I don't, but I want, you know what I'm going to start with? I was telling you earlier, but I'll share this. I think that I just listened to the final master of my new album like this morning. We've been working on it.
That's right.
I mean, I've been working on it for a very long time, and we've been mixing it back and forth for like months. And I think I just heard it. So I'm going to play the song that's the first song on there to start with, and then I'll play some other.
Awesome.
I want to
Congratulations.
play Minnesota and bicycle themed songs.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, thank you for tuning in again. And please welcome John Elliott.
I can't see the comments because of my phone, so just know that I hear you and love you, and yeah, everybody, whoever's there, hello. Okay, so this is the first song, Brianna. Thanks for having me. This is such a cool thing that we're supporting the Warming House by doing this too. So any financial energy you feel to give to this goes to both them and me, which is great. Really great. They are a great venue. For those that are not in Minneapolis that don't know, it's like a combination bicycle shop and music venue, listening room, and it's well named. It's very like warm and cozy. It feels warm and it feels cozy. Okay, so this is the first song on the new album, which I think is done. Americans, I'm scared of them. I'm wary of Americans. Their foes and friends are over them. They are wearing thin. The Americans. See them in suburban malls, on exit ramps, in hospital halls. Do not look close. Do not ask why. Try to get home safe. Kiss your kids goodnight. Children on their way to school in a distant land under different rule. A bomb descends, kills all of them, and by Americans. Germany, 1933, a proud and free democracy. A loud man came, a loud man lied. We know what happened next. The loud man died. Empires rise and empires grow. Empires fight and empires slow. Empires fall and empires end in the history books of Americans. All right. I'm really on my own here because on Facebook when you're done you see comments and little things, but I'm really on my own here. This is fun. Okay, let me do that song that this is the song that Brianna asked about. This is the first song on my last album, North Star, which is streaming on all the streams and is also available for purchase on the internet. It's on the internet now. I want to be simple now. Simple. I want to talk to people. I want to tell the truth. I want to ride beside a river like good people do. I want to get out of the city in all these cities. I want to take myself to 1344, 1554, 1993. I want to run down in style. I want to get out from under all these people talking. I don't care about what they say. I don't care about any of it. And I do want more. Yes, I do want more. And I don't care if you like my stuff. I don't care if you like me. I just want to get enough to get out of this. And I just want to walk just once my way out of the wilderness. Is there anything sadder than a faded bumper sticker from an old election that was not even close? I think that there's not, 'cause you cared once and you still do. Now all I hear is everything is changing down here at the end of the year. I don't know what it is, but it's changing down here at the end of the year. I don't know what you are, but you're changing down here at the end of the year. I don't know what you were, but it's over. It's over. So I saved a little money, thousands of dollars. I've got mid to low four figures now. And the way I figure it, if I leave today, I could make it a couple of months before I gotta figure it out. There was danger, it got desperate down here at the end of the year. All my angels got distracted down here at the end of the year. I took the easy money because money's hard to make and it's easy to take. It was easy to take it. And I took the easy love because love is hard to find. And when it's easy, you had better save it. And I took the long, long road because I like the scenic ways. I like the ups and downs and the price of the mistakes. And I took the underground because I didn't like the sound of all the singing. Down here at the end of the year. Down here at the end of the year. Down here at the end of the year. That was fun. I can't find my capo. My capo's not here. So we were talking about Bon Jovi bringing the keys down, and that ended up being the lowest key I've ever sang that song in, which made it very alone and my landlord's apartment feeling. I enjoyed it. All right, let's do that. I'm going to do, here's another new song. So the new album is long. It's going to be coming out in 2 different parts, kind of like Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 for the Guns N' Roses fans out there. But the difference is I'm going to put them out at different times. So I'm not going to put them all out at once. So this next song is going to be on part 2, not part 1. And I wrote this song before all this strangeness happened, but it turns out to be kind of a nice theme song for the moment we are in. It's called It Gets Bad, but It Gets Better. And it's a sing-along if you're feeling it. I can't hear you, but I can't even see your chats or your emoticons, but I can feel your energy. It gets bad, but it gets better. Call it craziness, call it weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. You got lost when your mom got sick. Prescription pills and therapists. Mom got worse, she didn't make it. After years and years and hours, you go to her grave with her favorite flowers and you talk with her. And she listens. You've had the worst of God and men. You've sworn you'll never love again. You don't have kids, your friends all do. You wonder what is wrong with you. Well, they're stuck at home, you're free to go. Save some cash and hit the road. Quit your job, you never know. Buy tickets someplace far. Cause it gets bad, but it gets better. Call it craziness, call it weather. Make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. politician making noise. Another bad guy hanging out with the bad boys. Lives destroyed and damage done. Bombs deployed and more to come. Poison in the earth and air. Men in charge who just don't care. Men in charge with thinning hair. Soon they'll all be dead. When the market crashed, you had a big bad loan. You lost your job, you lost your home. You washed up here alone and broken. Then you found a new place and a good gig too. With a better boss and more time for you. Last week in line, you met someone new. There's a lot 11 years can do. 'Cause it gets bad, but it gets better. Call it craziness, call it weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. Then it gets bad again, I know. The darkness comes and darkness grows. Sometimes the darkness never goes and goodness loses. But somewhere else it's dawn again. And on it never ends. Until the sun blows up in a big red ball and swallows us all. But even then it just might be we're living in a different galaxy. We might get to watch it on our phones, all together and all alone. Yeah. Rome rose up, Rome fell down, the Mayans lost to the Spanish crown. The Incans were the best around, the Spanish beat them too. Then Spain declined, then France declined, then we all had a world war. 16 million lost and more. We swore we'd never do it again. Yes, world peace was the world goal till the Nazis came and they took control. Then the Nazis lost to the USA and the Russians who saved the day. But then Stalin really went to town. And the states were great unless your face was brown. There were superpowers, atom bombs, the summer of love and Beatles songs. 9/11, terrorists, no mention of Africa in any of this. A baby born, a baby missed, a funeral, a wedding kiss. 'Cause it gets bad, but it gets better. Call it craziness, call it weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. I'm gonna keep rolling here because I want to fit in these other songs. I hope you're enjoying listening, and I want to do a song about my home state of Minnesota, where the warming house is, and about the people who called it home before the Germans and the Norwegians and whoever else came in there called it home. And I just want to do this song because I think we're becoming numb to the amount of, maybe we're not. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to feel the weight of 80,000 deaths, or is it 90,000 now? I mean, I don't know. So it's 10,000 more than I thought it was. 10,000. 10,000. It's a lot of loss. I don't know how we're even supposed to fathom that, but this is a song about death. That's what this is a song about. It's summer on the prairie and we don't know what to do. Winnebago, Minnesota, August 1862. We've lost the right to land, the right to love, the right to food. We're out of ammunition and we're hungry. It's not a conflict, it's a war. I love the land we fought it for. Now we can't live there anymore. The ones who made it. Down here the kids get some kind of sickness where they cry. You know they're sick. They cry, they cry. And when they quit, that's when they die. Down here the kids get some kind of sickness where they cry. You know they're sick. They cry, they cry. And when they quit, that's when they die. That's when they die. But little crow would not capitulate. Little crow would not lie down. Little crow returned in secret to those sacred haunted grounds. July he'll be out walking, picking berries with his son. He won't see the settlers see him, but he'll hear the settler's gun. So the settler gets $500 and the red man's life is done. Put his skull and scalp up on display and it's prison for his son. But his grandson gets a present from the state in 71. He gets his grandpa's skull and scalp back to pass on to his son. So the lies won't be forgotten and the lost won't be unknown. 'Cause the dead still speaking, silence. 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 All right. Okay, I'm gonna change it up now, and I'm gonna move us to the piano. So this goes like this, and it comes over like this. Oh, now we're all of a sudden at the piano. How's everybody doing? Wish I could read the comments, but I know you're there. I can feel you are there. Okay, so I got 15 minutes. I think I have to just go straight to this song. I'm gonna go straight to it. Okay, I'm gonna end with this one. So I just found it. So I put this song. This song is called "The War on Cars." This is a song about cycling, and yeah, it's a song about cycling, and among other things, the history of human transportation. And it was just selected as the song of the day for today on music.com's story behind the song. So if you want to see a silly video of me talking about this song, you can check it out on my Facebook page that links to the video today, because I just found this out before I got on here. So in honor of Song of the Day, here is The War on Cars on this piano that you can't see, but I'm doing it this way because you can hear my voice better. If I put it over there, you can't hear my voice. So it's just magic piano. Ooh. And this one is for the warming house in the bike shop up top, and all the people that like to bike. And yeah, thanks for having me, you guys, and thanks for listening, whoever's there. have a quick little drink of water before we do the last song. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you gotta stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated. Okay. It's a non-violent war. There's a war on cars. We are fighting to be free. Free from traffic, free from fossil fuels and a legacy of greed. From the Model T to the SUV, we've all been taken for a ride. For long enough, the people cried. Now there's a war on cars. Our species is a restless crew. From here to there, we gotta move. Our species is a restless bunch. From a haircut to a working lunch. We gotta go from A to B to and fro. That's how it is, that's how it's been for all the Homo sapiens. Originally Africans. We started slow, but now we run the show. Because we got 2 legs and feet, a vehicle that can't be beat. It's green and clean, it runs on food for centuries and centuries. We never did complain. We foraged and we hunted. We gathered and we grew. In the forest, in the winter, in the rain. We walked and sometimes ran. We somehow got it done. Our errands were all run. We traveled in the sun. We survived and thrived and multiplied for almost our entire history. And sometimes we rode horses. Perhaps that's where it started, on the horses, or whatever other animals we rode. We got our work done faster, we moved around much faster, we liked to do things faster, fast was fun. Still our errands were run, but this time faster. And then it came, and we were changed, forever changed, never to return. The train, a man thought up the train. Get Chinese slaves to build the tracks, go anywhere and come right back. The train, a man thought in his brain. Destroy the ancient hunting grounds and eventually the game. From sea to sea and town to town, the quickest way to get around. Much faster than a horse, of course, no matter the intention. A miraculous invention. The train, a man thought up the train. The train, a man thought in his brain. From flesh horse to iron horse, there's simply nothing better. Get anywhere in any weather, eat and drink in style. The train, now no one will complain. Yeah, but the truth is, you can't ride the rails alone. And you cannot go precisely where you want to go. And you can't leave when you want to, because there's a special schedule. If only we each had our own trains and we weren't tied to the tracks, we could travel on our own time, all alone, get there and back. Yes, I foresee no problems if we each had our own travel pods, maybe 3 to every family. We could each be our own travel gods. We could make them faster still, make them fast and make them cozy. We could travel all around and we wouldn't have to mosey. Yes, I foresee no problems. Call them cars and travel far. Park them anywhere you want to until all we see are cars. Design our lives around them and dump them into cities. Paint them all different colors. Make them look cute and make them look pretty. And drive them to the grocery store. Drive them to the mall. Drive them to your house. And let them sit there most of all. They can sit and stay there sleeping in the rain and in the sun. They can sit there like a Buddha on display for everyone, like a promise of convenience for everyone to see, like a guarantee of freedom for the brave and for the free. When I was a boy, one day when I was small, one day I don't recall, my dad brought me to the mall, and he brought me to a store, and he walked me through a door, and there I saw a thing I had never seen before. It looked like half a car, without a roof, without a shell, without a horn, with just a bell and a teeny tiny seat. It didn't even look complete. Dad was stoked, so I was too. He said, "This will be so fun for you." He said, "I'll teach you how to ride it. You haven't lived until you've tried it." One day when I was small, one day I don't recall, the training wheels came off and my dad was there beside me, and he held on to the seat as I pedaled in the street. And at some point, I don't know, I hit my stride and he let me go. One day when I was small, one day I don't recall, my dad brought me outside and he taught me how to ride. Middle-aged and mid-career, I haven't quit yet, I'm still here. I love to play my music and my songs, and I love to ride from place to place and feel the breeze upon my face. I love to pedal up and glide back down, and I'm not in a hurry, I have no need to scurry. I like to take my time, I like to take it slow. I want to take my time and sometimes play a show. I like to ride my bike and take my time. I like to ride my bike and take my time. I like to ride my bike and take my time. So there's a war on cars. We are fighting to be free. Free from traffic, free from fossil fuels and a legacy of greed. From the Model T to the SUV, we've all been taken for a ride. For long enough, the people crying. Now there's a war on cars. There's a war on cars. There's a war on yeah, that's the end of the streaming show. What happens now? Do you come back, Brianna, or do I just say goodbye? Ooh, do I go to the comments? That's the end. Do I go to the chat? Oh, there is a little chat. I don't know. I don't know. What do I do here? I think that's it.